You've probably heard the saying, better late than never. That's this year's motorcycle trip. Today is Friday, November 17th. We're taking off today. Okay, so for this late in the year trip, I'm leaving a little later than usual. While it's going to be unseasonably warm the next few days, it was cold this morning, which explains my 9:30 start. Going to be on the interstate the first couple of hours before making my way onto some very fun roads with the goal to end up in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee by the end of the day. So hopped off I-64 back there right around White Sulphur Springs. I gotta remember how to handle turns and braking and everything again after the first couple hundred miles being on the interstate. But should have a pretty fun ride the rest of the day. Not really planning on riding any more interstate or anything unless absolutely have to. I'm coming through Tazewell, Virginia. Gonna ride the back of the Dragon here shortly. Just feels a little weird to be on a motorcycle trip and there's Christmas decorations up as you're going through town. And of course there's no parking. Stopping in here back of the Dragon, gonna go check it out real quick, and then I'm actually gonna go ride it. After a quick stop to pick up another t-shirt I didn't need, it was time to go have some fun. So we're nearly at the end of I-81. We're going to be hopping on 40 West here for a short bit of time. Got maybe 30 some minutes till we're in town for the night. And it just started spitting a little bit of rain. You can see the clouds up above us. I don't think it's really going to amount to much. It's got the windshield a little wet. Got a little bit on my visor, but that's about it. All right, so just got back from dinner. It was actually pretty good. Took a little bit of a walk, but it's like 7 o'clock and I'm exhausted, both from the riding, and the time change happened like a couple of weeks ago, and I still can't get used to this whole being dark at 5 o'clock thing. So
I'm in the room for the rest of the night. There's a lot of stuff going on out in Pigeon Forge. It is a Friday night, but I'm going to dump some footage, watch a little bit of TV, and probably be asleep within the next hour because we've got another road named after a dragon to ride tomorrow. So see you guys in the morning. Alright, so day 2 of the trip, it's Saturday, November 18th, about 6:15. Sun's going to be up here in just about an hour. It did rain overnight, so I'm glad I threw the cover on the bike. Temperatures are actually pretty good out. It's mid-upper 50s already. We're going to head further south today. Got a little short of 400 miles, or roughly 400 miles planned today. It's just kind of weird, like knowing you got to be off the bike, you know, if you want to get done before it gets dark out by about 5 o'clock, because that's about all the time you have. So, still a good, you know, roughly 10 hours we'll have today. So, yeah, got some fun riding. The whole the dragon theme is going to continue today.
They're taking off right about sunrise. Not that you can really tell due to the leftover clouds from the rain last night. And they did say that's going to clear up this afternoon. So I think we're going to have a pretty good riding day. But get out of town as early as I can, simply because days are short. We're gonna hang a left here and go ride some fun stuff. Eventually, just this little bit of road I was on, we're gonna end up backtracking a little bit today, but no big deal. All right, gonna hop on the Cherohala Skyway. It's a hell of a chair. So I've said this a few times, and you know, whether it's videos or podcasts or whatever, you know, you've got some really cool roads to ride down here in this part of the country. You got the Cherohala Skyway. You've obviously got the Tail of the Dragon. You've got the Moonshiner 28. You got all sorts of things down here. And as fun as they are, all of the roads leading up to them are pretty much just as much fun. Like I had a blast riding to get to the start here off of 411 earlier. So gonna enjoy this. Not taking anything away from this road. It's just they're all really good down here. Drop down into the 40s on this side. You can tell good bit of fog too. Not gonna complain though. So I just missed the sign back there. We just crossed over into North Carolina. We're not gonna be in North Carolina too long, just a little bit of time this morning. But then we'll be back in Tennessee. So overall conditions pretty good this morning. I mean, I haven't seen hardly anyone out on the road, so I've got it all to myself. Only downside, if there is any, asphalt's a little cold. It's only about 45 degrees outside right now. Obviously you can tell it rained here last night, so it's still a little damp, but just won't push quite as hard, but we still have a lot of fun out here. Alright, where's the sun? I need this damn fog to burn off so I can see. Thank you. Now turn some lights on. I feel like I'm back in California and there's wildfires, except it doesn't smell nearly as bad. It doesn't smell at all, and I'm not choking on smoke. I'd take this over those wildfires any day. so just stopped in there at Killboy, picked up a couple of t-shirts. There's the famous tree of shame over there. We're gonna try not to add anything to it. Here we go. Wah, wah, wah. Oh well, at least I got to ride most of it unencumbered. This is the speed you're supposed to be riding it at. About 30. Of course, that's what I was doing the whole time. So I didn't really say much after I got around those couple of vehicles that may or may not be in the video for different reasons. But it's the first time I've ridden the Dragon since, I think it's 2014, so it's been like 9 years, and prior to that it was 2004. It's not that far away from where I live. It's just not something I get down to too often. You know, aside from this last couple of miles here where I'm gonna have to follow some people out, it's not busy out here today. I've gotten lucky each time I've come down through here to ride it that I've pretty much gotten to ride it start to finish without anybody holding me up, so another good time on it. Alright, so I made it back out to 411 here. Alright, so just stopped, filled up the tank. Should be the only time we need to get fuel today, because we only got a little over 200 miles left to cover. Covered about 100 and almost 170 so far. All the fun riding's over. Going to be on interstate for a good portion of the rest of the day, the next couple hundred miles or so. And we're also going to be gaining an hour, which is good, because that's one more hour I'll get to spend at Barber Motorsports Museum, because that's where I'm headed today. Went ahead and booked a hotel about 10 minutes from there for tonight. Going to stay around the Birmingham area. But haven't been to Barber since... Actually, I guess it was the last time I rode the Dragon. We were going back like 2014, back before the YouTube channel and everything else. So, remember having a blast looking at all the bikes there last time. Really looking forward to it this time. So, got a, I don't know, 3.5 hour ride to get there. Also, I'm pretty sure this Inglewood is not the one that Dr. Dre rapped about. All right, so as you can see in the background, we made it to Barber Vintage Motorsports Museum. I'm gonna go check it out. Looking forward to it. It's been a long time. All right, so it was even better than I remember, because it probably is better than I remember. They added a lot to it, a lot of new bikes that weren't in there before. They expanded it. It was cool to go out and check the track day. I got about a 20-minute ride to get to the hotel, so I'm going to get loaded up and head on over.